So here's the LED we had problems with. Matter of fact, it got cracked when we crashed the LED. And this one has a heat sink around the back, of which they take some of the fins off in order to make it lift or pass that lift strut. And so that's what we have there. It's passive. There is no fan or anything like that in there. So pretty simple device. What they have sent to replace it, and I assume this must be an issue they've run into before. This is just a LED light that takes the place of the 9005 plug and plugs right in. Now, there is no heat sink. There is some, I guess you could call it a rudimentary heat sink here on this thing. So this bulb is lower powered than this one. I can't tell you how much exactly, but either one of these is really not ideal. For a high-powered LED, you really want to have a fan, and you also want to have maybe some heat sink in order to get the heat out. At some point, if it's passive, these fins will load up unless you have a lot of air flowing over them, which in this case, you're not in a headlight assembly. That's essentially closed off. This light here, I don't know if it's going to affect the longevity or it's just going to be a whole lot lower output. I'm going to install these because I don't want to risk another crash. And also, the high beams are really a second priority for me. I don't know about you, but when I drive, I'm typically on low beam, and I may transition for high beam to just get a feel for the landscape. But I don't think I normally keep high beams on more than for 10 or 15 seconds, maybe occasionally for a minute or more, but just don't have much reason to keep it on high beam long term. So we're going to give these a shot, see how they work. So let's now do a quick function test, see what happens. Low beam, low beam. High beam, high beam. And once we hook up the harness, this high beam should be on as well, as should this one, in addition to these two. What I'm not loving is it looks like to get these wires out, we have to compromise this seal. So I think what we have to do is grind a little receptacle here to allow these wires to get out. And doing that in a way that doesn't allow water to get in, and I just don't see exactly how we accomplish those two things. Well, it's been a pretty intense 3 weeks. Been working on this car pretty steadily, and I imagine I spent probably 24 to 32 hours on this car. Now, that includes moving cameras around and lights and microphones and all that. But I would guess if I didn't have all the cameras to work with, I easily would have spent 12 to 16 hours doing what I did the first time. Now, if I did a second time or a third time, that might get down to 2/3 or half that amount of time. But the first time you do something like this, there's a lot of reading the instructions, thinking about things, going and getting a part from the hardware store or what have you, and I experienced all of that. So let's do this next. Let me show you kind of the functions of the different lights. So I'll show you the tail lights and corner lights as they are in light mode, in blinker mode, and kind of just show you the various functions. And then as it gets a little bit darker, I'll get on a private street and I'll show the headlights in low beam and high beam to give you some idea of how they illuminate. In a future episode, I hope to share with you kind of my thoughts on the individual components, what I liked, what I thought really performed well, and some of the opportunities for improvement. So here's the tail and rear quarter lights, and I'm going to show what it looks like off, and now I'm going to turn on to on. So now both lights, right blinker, left blinker, running lights, tail lights, that's brake, let go, turn off the running lights, hit the brake. Look at the front lights. Here is the right side lights. I'll turn on the running lights. I'll do a right blinker. Turn that off. I'll hit the fog lights. Right blinker. I'll turn the headlights on. And I'll go to high beam. Low beam. Off. Right blinker. Left blinker. Running lights. Right blinker. Left blinker. Fog lights are on. Headlights. That's low beam. High beam. There are no lights on currently. I'm going to turn on my running lights. I have the camera on manual. There are my fog lights. And here are the low beams. There are the high beams. I don't know of a better way to give you a real rating for how this looks. That's low beams. That's high beams. Now once again, I have the lower powered high beams because I had issues with my with the bulb heat sinks hitting the lift strut on the headlight system. So back to low beams. I did not capture the previous headlights, the halogen headlights. Let me just say, this is night and day difference from what I had before. Low beams once again. Let's go to high beam. Wow. Low beam. Now on the high beam, both the bi-LED lights up, so the projector bulb projects, and the supplementary high beam also lights up. So I'm going to turn that on again. There we go. And I'm probably going to be flashing this guy in front of me here in just a second. So I will turn back to low beams, just give you an idea what it looks like before I do. And just for fun, I'm going to turn off the headlights to see how that looks with just the fog lights once I pass these cars. Now I need to aim the fog lights higher, and I have not yet done that. Turn the high beam back on. So until we get together to discuss the component by component review, I trust you'll have a great rest of your week. Thanks.